My name is Charter. Leleana's eyes and ears, especially in this place. I'll have some information for you once my man Butcher finds us. He's running late.
Did Sister Nightingale tell you why she wanted agents here?
We lie on the main road between Denerim and Valroyo. Couriers stop here all the time. For what they're paid, some have surprisingly loose tongues.
When's this spy named Butcher supposed to arrive?
Half hour ago, by the south
Hey.
gate. I hope he's only delayed. Butcher's last message swore he had secrets for us worth 10 times his weight in gold.
What's happening in Crestwood?
The roads are nearly deserted. Too many undead keep rising from the lake.
I should be going.
Farewell.
Inquisitor.
The thing is, I don't remember doing this.
Your worship.
I seriously don't remember completing this. It's weird and it doesn't feel good.
Here, the mayor said the dam controls were through this gate.
Then again, I was like half dead. That's not creepy at all.
That building on the dam must be where we can open the floodgates.
The rusted horn. We enter the tavern. Ooh.
What in...
Charming. The Inquisitor? We didn't know you were here, sir. Please don't tell anyone.
How did you get in here?
How did you get past the guards?
There weren't any when we got here.
We just heard you killed the bandits, your worship. We didn't know you were moving in, we promise. You won't tell people we were here, will you?
I won't.
My lips are sealed.
Oh, thank you. Lonnie's mum and dad would have had my head. We'll have to wait an hour to go back. Your father will still be up.
I knew this was a mistake.
We could try the caves.
You hate spiders.
You find somewhere next time.
That's kinda sweet. What the? There goes the dam opening.
The mayor said Darkspawn destroyed these controls 10 years ago. Who repaired them?
Ask the mayor. He should know such trivialities.
Huh. Ooh.
Do we ever have uneventful days?
Durgan. That's a Durgan. Here we go. Let me seal that rift. Huh. Ebrium.
Let's take a look.
Oh, we can get our drink on.
This is old Crestwood.
Delightful. I should have brought a handkerchief.
Head there in a second. I know base camp's up here, so I'm just gonna resupply. All set.
Some
something's funny about you.
Oh?
Yeah, you talk about Grey Wardens and honor and sacrifice and griffins, but you're still not convinced.
Not convinced?
Yes, you know what I mean.
And you know this because?
I'm a people person.
God, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it.
No, the other one. You there. I order you to tell me why nothing here heeds my commands.
Huh?
Silence. Let the other one talk.
The heck is this thing?
Are you a spirit or a demon?
Demon. Those dolts who would suck this world dry. I am called to higher things.
What is a spirit like you called to do?
I lead armies, kingdoms, lords. I am imperial. I am command. What of you? I felt your coming. Is there something alike in us?
I think there must be.
I knew it. Make your armies ready. Cleave to your loyal servants. You will need them all.
Why haven't you gone back to the Fade?
I will not be denied. I refuse to leave until something obeys my orders.
I'll do it.
Then I feel compelled to help you. I pledge myself to your service.
Excellent. I have only one command. A creature made of rage had the gall to chase me across the lake. Destroy it in my name and be rewarded.
Rewarded how? By you taking over one of our heads?
Yours holds no interest.
Works for me.
Huh. Interesting. Let me climb, you stupid thing. More of Solus's stabilizers.
There's a plaque. This was the mayor's old home. letter from Crestwood's mayor. Damp, but legible.
Just gotta find that body. The final body. Here we are. May return to Sister Vaughn. Still there?
What does this lead? Come on, let's find that Fade Rift.
After you, my dear.
Look at this. How deep do these caves run?
That is a valid question. Okay. There what goes. Well, as of right now, we're making our way down to seal the rift in Crestwood. Oh crap. Planning our way. That's creepy. The hell is that thing? Corpse brain.
Bodies. Were people living down here when Old Crestwood flooded?
Cold water rising. No way out. Maker's breath.
Drowning is not a good way to go. Put on just to get rid of it. No one can pick that up.
There's dwarven ruins down here.
This area is more storied than I thought.
What's in here? It's over there. Huh. I'll take it. So it's a dwarven burial site. Now we close the Fade Rift.
Someone!
More coming!
Oh, sods.
There we go. Yay, cookie time.
Should stop any more corpses from strolling about.
Let's tell the mayor.
Okay, which way did I come in? Ooh, is that a mosaic piece? Yep. Another one. There's nothing there.
Are you positive you know where we're going?
I feel a draft. There must be a way out nearby. Thugs seem to like it down here.
Some of the ladies
They're cute.
you might not be so charmed by waking up to one of the beasts snoring in your ear.
I'll leave the cute little creatures be. Luster. Let's climb my way out. Okay. Where does this take us? Okay. Moscow Mule? And I come out to another portal. To wherever the hell that thing is. Resistant for vulnerability. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Well, fruit? Okay. If we head up here, we meet the,
Die!
priest lady. Yes, we do.
Let him go. Your worship.
Found the bodies.
I've already found the remains of the people who died in Old Crestwood.
Acid Andraste. I didn't imagine you'd look yourself. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. It is all too rare these days. I will prepare the bodies for cremation.
You go do that.
What do you mean the mayor's gone?
The mayor's gone. There's no darkspawn open the dam flood Old Crestwood 10 years ago. I did, in secret. Night they attacked. And dead. For your people I killed. On my own hands. We taken in refugees from the Blight, and many were ill. We moved the sick to the lower part of Crestwood. Refugees into caves. To stop the disease from spreading, it didn't work. One confessed he'd been seen Blight sickness before. It was always fatal. When Darkspawn attacked, I knew the only way the village would survive is if the Blight sick drowned with the monsters. I cannot bear the sight of Old Crestwood. Now that the water is gone, I cannot stay.
A letter of confession from the mayor? It says he was the one who flooded Old Crestwood 10 years ago. To stop the blight from spreading.
That sorry bastard. He left before he could get caught.
The mayor's racked with guilt. If he hadn't confessed, I doubt we'd have found out.
Villagers learn about this, but they're not going to be happy.
I don't think anyone would be happy finding that out.
It's good to see you. If you want anything, just ask.
That's right, we have to head there to finish another quest. Someone turn on music.
Yes?
The rage demon in the caves is dead, as you commanded.
I had no doubts. Now that my sovereignty has been respected, I can depart this unchanging nightmare. Your reward. Use it well. Perhaps now we can return to something less trivial.
What could be better than getting rid of a spirit that was just annoying?
Done and done.
I gotta get rid of some of this. Yeah, it is a silly hat.
One down.
New Crestwood Docks. Huh. That's our fort. Dead Man's Pass. What a lovely name of a place. Obsidian. Oh God. Spider. Don't like giant spiders? I don't think anybody likes giant spiders.
Be nice for the Inquisition to do some good here.
Let's pick up canine leather. This place settled down. Base camp. See if we can find the spy.
Reinforcements!
These monsters serve Corypheus. Let us end them.
God, why don't these things die easily?
Holt's contact with the Warden should be in that cave.
Here we are.
Glad you made it. I just got here myself. My contact with the Warden should be at the back of the cave.
He nearly got caught.
He's not the only warden around here. It's a good thing his friends didn't find him in Crestwood.
Yes, I saw them earlier. They've been told he's a traitor in order to capture or kill him. How much blood is shed by good men following bad orders?
A lot. Someone's playing music a little loud. Hang on. There. Oof.
It's just us. I brought the Inquisitor.
My name is Stroud, and I'm at your service, Inquisitor.
Yeah, help me add all this up.
Most of you wardens disappear. Then I run into a Darkspawn Magister named Corypheus. You think that one might have something to do with the other?
I fear it is so. When my friend Hawk slew Corypheus, Weishaupt was happy to put the matter to rest. But an archdemon can survive wounds that seem fatal, and I feared Corypheus might possess the same power. My investigation uncovered clues, but no proof. Then, not long after, every warden in Orlais began to hear the calling.
You never told me.
It was a Grey Warden matter. I was bound by an oath of secrecy.
What?
Is the calling some sort of Grey Warden ritual?
The calling tells a warden that the Blight will soon claim him. It starts with dreams. Then come whispers in his head. The warden says his farewells and goes to the deep roads to meet his death in combat.
And every Grey Warden in Orlais is hearing that right now. They think they're dying.
Yes. Likely because of Corypheus. If the Wardens fall, who will stand against the next Blight? It is our greatest fear.
Thanks to the calling, Corypheus has them scared. They're playing right into his hands.
That's not very good.
Is the calling they're hearing real? Or is Corypheus mimicking it somehow?
I know not. Even as a senior warden, I had heard only the vaguest whispers of Corypheus. The Wardens believe that this calling is real, and they will act accordingly. That is all we know for certain.
How can Corypheus make all these wardens hear the calling?
I cannot say. We know little about him, save that he is dangerous. He is a Magister, as well as a Darkspawn, and speaks with the voice of the Blight. That lets him affect the minds of Wardens, since we are tied to the Blight ourselves. It must be how he created this false calling.
You said all the wardens are hearing the calling. Does that include you? And also you, Blackwall?
Sadly, yes. It lurks like a wolf in the shadows around a campfire. The creature that makes this music has never known the love of the Maker, but at times, I almost understand it. We must uncover what Corypheus has done and end it. This cannot stand.
I do not fear the calling. And worrying about it only gives it power. Anything Corypheus does will only strengthen my resolve.
The Wardens are scared.
So the wardens think they're dying and have stopped thinking clearly. That won't go well.
We are the only ones who can slay archdemons. Without us, the next Blight will consume the world. Warden Commander Clarel spoke of a blood magic ritual to prevent future Blights before we all perished. When I protested the plan as madness, my own comrades turned on me. Grey Wardens are gathering here, in the western approach. It is an ancient Tevinter ritual tower. Meet me there, and we will find answers.
Let's go.
Damn it, more questions need to be answered. Here, Charter.
Our patrols have spotted Red Templars up in the hills, Inquisitor. They're studying a set of elven ruins. Why, we're not sure.
Tom Butcher.
I found Butcher's corpse by the South Road. Red Templars ambushed me afterward.
Only our highest operatives knew he was coming tonight. I must inform Sister Nightingale we have a traitor.
I should be going.
Another time.
Okay, that quest is complete. Let's head back to Skyhold. I will never not eat raw cookie dough. Cake batter. But the Surgeon General says it will kill you. Ooh, they fixed up the place a bit.
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
Sarah was never an agreeable girl. Her tongue tells tales of rebellion, but she was so fast and quick with her bow. No one quite knew where she came from. Sarah was never quite the quietest girl. Her attacks are loud and they're joyful, but she knew the ways of nobler men, and she knew how to
Hunt this song.
reach them. She would always like to say, why change the past when you could own this day? Today she will fight to keep her way. She's a rogue and a thief, and she'll tempt your fate. She would always like to say, why change the past when you can own this day? Today she will fight to keep her way. A rogue and a thief, and she'll tempt your fate. Sarah was never quite the wealthiest girl. Some say she lives in a tavern, but she was so sharp and quick with a bow. Arrows strike like a dragon.
I like this song.
Sarah was never quite the gentlest girl. Her eyes were sharp like a razor, but she knew the ways of commoner men.
Inquisitor.
She knew
It's got a ring to it.
Trim.
We're happy to be here, Your Worship. You need anything, let me know.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
I suspect Haven's quiet by now. Might be worth sending the boys back. We could recover some supplies, get an idea about the enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The Chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
We can come
How's
in.
Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The Chargers might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
Huh.
Is it strange to work for a Canary?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's Chargers don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was the Master, I thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee to Vinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
He gave up his eye?
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big-horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
We'll talk later.
What's going on?
Why the name Iron
How
Bull?
did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the cube. Just, I don't know, job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
Why that name though?
Why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
Huh. Guess having an article in front of your name does do that.
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben Hasrath.
Ben Hasrath is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear. And then you've got the spies.
Re-educators?
How do the re-educators work?
Well, I only know the basics. Wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough. Ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile than we'd like to believe.
You can alter someone's beliefs that easily?
One of my friends was a re-educator. He said that every memory is like the page of a book. When you examine a memory, you're turning to that page, and when you're there, the page is laid bare. Write a few notes in the margins of the page, erase a word here and there, and your whole outlook changes. I always felt a little weird reading after that conversation.
I bet it does.
The re-educators sound horrible.
Yeah, they probably do. Here's the thing, though. What happens in Orlais when you commit a crime or betray a lord? They just lop your head off. At least the Qunari try to fix you.
Doesn't sound like you.
None of those sound exactly like you.
Yeah, I was a special case. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
Huh. Sounds fun for you.
You seem like the type who enjoys a good fight.
There's a good fight, and there's finding out who put rat poison in the bread and killed a bunch of children. I hunted down a lot of rebels.
Oof.
Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Tal Vashath. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
Worked out well enough.
Obviously you made it out alive.
I wasn't sure I would, but I honestly didn't care at that point. I just couldn't keep fighting that fight. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Tal Vashath, and work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
Means I got to meet ya.
I'm glad you're here, Bull.
Me too.
If you ever need to talk more about all this, let me know.
Nah, it was a long time ago. Thanks, though.
We don't need those chargers. We've soldiers enough without cell swords.
Look at there, Captain. What good could that bring?
Mercs are mercs. Can't trust any of them.
back.
No cause.
Well, let me know if you
I
find
hope that's the case with a leader like that.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
I'm listening.
All right, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Vachel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through?
Just walk through. Easy, right?
I'll have people take a look.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
Sarah's got a nice little room.
Could be better. Something like
Oh.
What are you doing?
Listening.
Okay.
Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn, what was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry, 5 more minutes, my fault.
Did you hear
Did you
everything?
listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you do something for her?
Yes.
What the?
It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
What are you going to do?
Make her forget me. Then do it again, the right way.
Cole, stop.
Inquisitor, your worship, what are you doing here? Is this man with you?
Yes. Sorry to trouble you.
How do I do it right if I've done it wrong and I can't make her forget?
Just talk to her, Cole.
Don't root around inside her head. Treat her like a normal person.
Your worship, is there... Do you need something of me?
You were sad.
Of course I was sad. A man died because I couldn't save him.
It wasn't your fault. You could work until you fell over, and you still wouldn't save everyone.
Thank you for saying that. Excuse me, your worship.
She's not better.
She will be.
She needs time to work through it.
If I'd done it right, it would have worked faster.
Then you have time to work through it too.
I don't understand, but thank you for trying to help.
That depends. Do you have a gas oven or a wood oven?
Glad I'm working.
Templars, mages, magisters? No, one of them. Sisters, nobles, merchants, commission
I
men?
mean, 10 minutes is the usual time. It usually depends on the size of the cookie, to be honest.
Our mounts have never had better.
Something on your mind?
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
Are you feeling all right? No voices or anything?
If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
Nothing right now.
Okay.
Perhaps in a bit.
Lots of standards. That'll guide the dragon right in.
Okay.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
Fair. Calm down.
Cassandra's calmed down. I think you can take your hand off your crossbow.
Define calm down for me in terms of who or what she's punching right now. I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
That's why they're too close to the heat. I believe you.
I know, Varric. You never would have kept quiet otherwise.
I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
Hello, Inquisitor. Honored to help with these, whatever they are.
What's this?
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
Who am I gonna judge?
Who will I be judging, exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
I kill enough people as it is.
Do I really need to oversee even more death? I'm nearly at capacity.
I share your distaste for more bloodshed, but it needn't come to that. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Okay.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Who am I judging?
This was a surprise. After you return from the bogs, we discover this man attacking the building with a goat. Chief Movran the Under. He feels slighted by the killing of his Avar tribesmen, who repeatedly attacked you first. What should we do with him? Where should he go?
That poor goat. With a goat?
You answered the death of your clan with a goat?
A courtroom? Unnecessary. You killed my idiot son, and I answered, as is my custom, by smacking your holdings with goat's blood.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
You're foul. You meant to murder Tevinters, but got feisty with your Inquisition. A red-headed mother guarantees a brat. Do as you've earned, Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
Huh. Arm and exile him to Tevinter. I like that option.
It seems our conflict was accidental, Chief Movran, but it can't be repeated. I banish you and your clan, with as many weapons as you can carry, to Tevinter.
My idiot boy got us something after all.
I may have sent a small army into Tevinter. I don't know if that's an okay thing or a bad thing.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
The people coming know we just survived Corypheus and a dragon.
And they must be confident we are able to do so again. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
After that battle with Corypheus, how could anyone not feel perfectly safe?
I can't stop dwelling on the day he attacked our camp. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
Corypheus will pay when I face him again.
I dearly hope that happens soon. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lord. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
You don't have to be so formal just because I'm Inquisitor now, Josephine.
Our allies and guests should see you treated with every courtesy, Inquisitor, especially considering the newness of your office. Fortunately, after your courage at Haven, it's no difficult task to do so.
Okay, still there? Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff.
Can you arrange what we discussed earlier, Ambassador?
I found the money.
The Inquisition will compensate the families of those we lost at Haven.
Thank you.
This is a lot of stuff.
Inquisitor.
So much stuff around Crestwood. Scout Haven ruins. I'm inclined to agree with this one.
Let us begin.
Inquisitor.
So start spending points to unlock regions. Continue. There's Solus. I have to drop off some materials. Stop a Dorian.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius' son. He went to the Magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead. The Blight caught up with him.
Oh, sad.
All right.
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
It doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Were you two involved?
Were the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question. No. I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life, by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
Follow his example.
He should be an example for others to follow, or his death is wasted.
Should I spread the word? We could spawn the cult of Felix within a matter of days.
There are worse things.
Probably true. And you're right. His actions should not be forgotten. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
Felix was a good egg. Ah, so this is where Vivian's hanging out.
You've made such intriguing design choices for the castle, my dear. They must be inspired.
Well, that's what causes diabetes. You're too kind.
Thank you, Vivian. I'm glad you approve.
When things have settled down a bit, I will take you to Valroyo and introduce you to my seamstress. And appearances are important. We can't have you mistaken for a commoner.
I suppose you're right.
I suppose it's important to show that we're an authority to be respected.
Not just respected, my dear. Awed, feared, aspired to. You command an army of the faithful, outfitted by the coin of the nobility. You must be a man who the common folk aspire to be and to whom the nobility bow.
You judge me by my deeds.
My actions will inspire them. Appearances don't matter.
It would be a lovely world if we were all judged purely on our conduct, my dear. But it would not be this world. As the stories of the Inquisition spread, more and more people will wonder if you are the man they say you are. They will question what they've heard, but they will believe what they see. They must see someone greater than legends.
If that's your standard for me, what does the Divine have to live up to?
Andraste and the Maker cast very large shadows. The Divine absolutely must set the example for all Thedas. She must seem to be the embodiment of the Maker to the faithful. She needs the authority of the Maker and the charisma of Andraste. It will be no small task to fill that vacant throne.
Call her class's bitch, but she knows how to handle nobility better than anyone else.
There is something I wish to discuss.
The sad thing is, nobility hold a lot of power here.
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. They're in full redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters.
Ugh.
Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
I don't think it's metal so much as a mineral. Like clay. You can eat clay, you're going to get some nutritional benefit from it, but you're not going to get a lot of it. Not going to get a lot of good from it.
Are you angrier at Corypheus or Samson?
I don't know. Samson at least should know better. Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
We don't know where they're getting all the lyrium from. So blowing up a random mine is not going to help. Hang on. Okay, that's charging. We'll find it, don't worry.
Hello.
Tell about yourself.
I'd like to know more about you, Solus.
Why?
You're an apostate, yet you risked your freedom to help the Inquisition.
Not the wisest course of action when framed that way.
I appreciate the work you're doing, Solus. I just wanted to know more about you.
I'm sorry. There's so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
Let's say the
What
Fade.
made you start studying the Fade?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits, and how to interact safely with the rest. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the Fade.
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything new. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interested.
Is this why you joined the Inquisition?
I joined the Inquisition because we were all in terrible danger. If Corypheus destroyed the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming of the Fade. Inquisitor, that is why I joined, not why I stayed.
Well, it's not the worst reason I've heard to go out and enjoy life.
I'm glad to hear it. In truth, I have enjoyed experiencing more
Mines?
more of the Fade.
How so?
Mines?
A dagger or an arrow to its target. The grace with which you move is a pleasing side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Why would I need mines? I would have known expecting the Inquisition, but this is ridiculous.
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
Can I help?
Something I can help you with?
Yes, possibly. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Couldn't they be dead?
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. But the Seekers began this war against the mages. They cannot have simply vanished. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order, but I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Got it. Huh. What is down here?
First, a full wheel of Antivan smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
Weird. That is a good question. What is green?
My Lord Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Tevinter.
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas, out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
I've never spoken to Dorian about his past.
The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
I'll see what I can do.
Bless you, Inquisitor. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I shall pray for your success, and the young man's happiness. That's all we can hope for. Is it?
Committed bachelor, well, how about that?
Huh.
Inquisitor, Elan Vemar. honored to represent the College of Herbalists and offer my services as apothecary. My colleague Adan was clear about the worth of your cause. I look forward to assisting him.
I look forward to working with you.
And are you? I wasn't sure what to think of you people, but recent events have put those doubts to bed. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must.
Doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company?
Yeah, come on. It'll
Okay,
be fun.
listen. This is gonna be good.
Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
What should I call you?
Do you prefer Creme or Cremisius?
Crem's faster. The chief's nicknames usually end up sticking.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, Chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, Creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
All interesting questions. Are you a woman? Let's just ask that.
Wait, are you? I didn't realize.
You didn't? Well, great. Now we can all talk about it.
In Kunadar, Creme would be an Akunatlak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, Creme. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's the rest of the Chargers, or what's left of the rest. A lot of them went looking for stronger drinks. We've got Rocky and Skinner there.
Told you you'd like him.
Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip?
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
So how'd you join the Chargers?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
That's Naomi. That is 100% Naomi.
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes. First time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
Grim, is it? Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or a chieftain. Something like that.
Got a good company, Bull.
We do all right.
Man can beat the Chargers, cause what hits you where it hurts. Unless you know what's happened with those cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, the horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
Told you you'd like Krem. Yeah, Krem's pretty good.
Did you hear the news? I'm pleased to hear.
Man, those serving girls are frisky.
It's Krem.
I'd like to hear more about the Chargers.
Always happy to talk about my guys. What do you want to know?
How did you start the group?
It's easy to make a name for yourself as a merc when you're a head taller than most folks. I spent a year or two working for Fisher's Bleeders, but their captain was crap. Figured I could do better. The best folks in the Bleeders agreed with me, so we split off.
I imagine Fisher disagreed.
He came at me. I snapped his sword in half, and we talked things out over drinks.
What are the craziest jobs you've ever taken?
Besides this one, there's a lot of violence between the nobles here, but that's standard work. The fun stuff is when they party. They always want to impress each other, and that means getting something shiny. We've hunted wyverns, fought through caves to find some old magical crap. Even when giant baiting once.
Giant baiting?
What's giant baiting?
So this old guy, Comte Van Chess, has some kind of a pageant planned. But he needs a giant, which is off in some damn cave. He's got some kind of rare charm to control the giant, but no way he's going into that cave himself. So we go in, kill some spiders, find the giant, and wake it up. It attacks us because, of course, it does. And we let the big bastard chase us outside where Van Chess is waiting.
That was actually your plan? To let a giant chase you?
Yeah. We had to stay out of reach, but close enough that it wouldn't give up. It was tricky. Good news is the giants are slow. Long as my guys ahead could clear out the spiders, we were fine. Bad news is the giant spiderwebs slow you down a bit more than you think.
But at least Comte Van Chess got his giant for the pageant.
Turned out that charm was a phony. Giant ate the poor guy alive. It's okay, though. We still got paid.
That's unfortunate.
You have people from plenty of different backgrounds in your group.
Yes, well, when you're in Orlais and you look like me, you can't be picky about who you take in. A lot of them got turned away from other companies that didn't want a knife here, or a crazy dwarf. Their loss. You get my back in a fight and carry your own weight, you're good with me.
I'd like to know more about Krem.
He's a good soldier, and a better second in command. The troops need someone to complain to when I'm being a hard-ass. He's good for that.
You don't have any problems with him being a woman?
He's not a woman. Look, I've got horns, you've got a magic mark on your hand that makes demons pop out of the sky. We're probably not the best people to go around deciding what's normal. Krem's a good man. I don't give a nug's ass that it's a little harder for him to piss standing up.
You don't have a problem with him being from Tevinter?
Nah.
but you hate the Vints.
Sure, but he's not a Vint. He's just Krem. I can get worked up about a group or a nation just fine, but people, it's too much work to hate them one by one.
I like that.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
I agree, hate takes too much energy.
How do you know they won't attack here?
Oh, Bells, it's you. Morris. Sir Morris, I suppose. I am serving as quartermaster for Skyhold and
You hate everyone.
throngs. Stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
The previous quartermaster survived Haven. Where is she?
She had views. Has views. Perfectly legitimate ones if you share them, Inquisitor. I believe it was felt that your quartermaster should be more palatable now that the Inquisition is in Orlais. She continues to serve, just not at the fore.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
I'm gonna explain this because I already know it. Basically, she took the wrong side in a civil war.
Any story?
That's the long and short. Oh, it was definitely the wrong side.
They have certainly spared no expense.
What else is here? Well, oh. We'll go with this. Okay, like I was saying, the side she took was, A general who abandoned their king in the middle of a battle. And a winnable battle at that. Then that general took the throne, and that was the cause. I'm gonna sit here.
You recall Gerion Alexius of the Winter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination, on your own life, no less. Tevinter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former magister as you see fit.
These are great charges.
I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
Do I want to kill him? Do I want him researching magic? Do I want him to join Redcliffe Mages? I think I'll... No, actually noble, well-liked guy. Seriously, normal, well-liked guy. I'm gonna have him researching.
Your magic was theoretically impossible, Alexius. I could use people like you. Your sentence is to serve, under guard, as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
No execution? Very well.
Okay, then yeah, wrong side. I gained an agent. I gained an agent! Of my destruction? Nobody expects the Inquisition. Nobody.
Better and better. What can't we do in a place like this?
What can I do for you?
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Coryphia say. That's a long chain of who said what. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Corypheus made it to open, but it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
I'll see you later, Dagna.
I can't wait.
Like dead? Inquisition banners. Ooh. Give these shields to Cassandra, and the dagger guy. Need to learn this ability. Varric is almost a strict range guy too, so huh. Huh. Gotta give. Okay. They really can upgrade my bow, which is just sad. Okay, now that I've spent almost an hour here building lore, if you're only doing one pan at a time, of course it's going to take forever. I'll take Dorian, Cassandra, Cole. Yeah, that's the one downside to cookies.
Visitor, welcome to the Western Approach. We've sighted Warden activity to the southwest, but no one's been close enough to figure out what they're doing. Between the sandstorms and the vicious wildlife, we haven't made it far out here. One of my men got too close to a poison hot spring and gave me a slightly delirious report of a high dragon flying overhead. In short, this might just be the worst place in the entire world. Be careful out there.
You're sweet to worry.
Are you worried about me?
Someone has to be. And try not to die. I don't want to deliver that report to Skyhold. We intercepted a Venatori messenger and, persuaded him to give up the orders he was carrying. We have them here. This entire place. It just feels like something's not right. Be careful.
Word for you.
What is it?
This could help us.
Well, it's modern ages. It's not the modern age, so yeah, everything's gonna suck. And first thing we're into is a portal! Yeah, but he's a good kind of weird.
They came from all over, miles and miles. Someone is missing a teapot, papers, and little biscuits.
Someone will answer for all these deaths.
A chantry symbol out here. Odd.
Huh. This quarry is mine. Oh, don't want to go down there. Death room. What if I want to fight it? Or not? Cole, how did you die that easily? Oh, Cole has no armor. That would explain a lot.
So the Venatori want to keep us out. Shall we disappoint them?
Give me an ability. Yeah. Okay. This is creepy.
Everything's frozen. I don't think this was the Venatori.
No. I'd say some ancient Tevinter decided to alter time. I'm surprised it didn't go better.
Yes, because altering time works so well.
The texts describe a chamber. This must be it.
For a reason.
The markings on it. I've heard of keystones that bear the same.
Keep searching. There may be more.
You say you hate cooking, but I know you don't.
The approach seems to be recovering from the old blight.
It is recovering, but that doesn't make it any less dangerous.
Still needs something.
How many cookies are you making? Because why not? Okay, that's why it's taking forever. You're doing a shit ton of cookies. £3 of sugar? How are you not dead? I hope these aren't all for you. So that's a lot.
staff. Is this what they were after?
I'd be careful with that if I were you. Just a thought.
It's all free.
All of silence.
Hurry, before this gets worse.
This isn't worse.
Inclined to agree. How is this not worse?
I'm rather sick of this place. You?
Someone would have freed the demons eventually. At least we were here to stop them.
I'm inclined to agree with that statement. Okay. So tell me more about these cookies. Yeah, no, I was letting you vent.
You can't hurt me!
Oh, crap! Well, if you need to make a large batch, that's one thing. If you didn't need to make a large batch... That's a lot of cookies. £3 of sugar makes a lot of cookies.
This was an atrocity. We will put an end to those responsible.
We destroyed some red lyrium. God. Yeah. You're making at least 5 dozen cookies. Is her heading down Molder? Myself and I didn't know I was lost. As far as the land is older. Hello, Rhino thing. Do not attack us.
The trail leads on.
In response to what? Oh, and you have him marked as sensitive. Let's check the snap. You see his reindeer pick?
We can't cross this.
Someone at Skyhold will have a solution.
Oh, God. to get to this camp.
We should search the area.
A place to sit.
Nothing to report, sir.
The what? You'll have to send me the thing about that. Because I honestly couldn't tell you. I thought it was just a reindeer. Huh. Oh, just die! Okay, is label transformation. Sit over here. And look at this thing.
I'm glad you made it, Inquisitor. I fear they've already started the ritual.
It has to be blood magic. Steel yourselves. Whatever lies inside won't be pretty. You take point. I'll guard your backs.
creepy.
Wait! No.
Warden Commander Clarel's orders were clear.
This is wrong.
Remember your oath. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death,
I'm sorry.
sacrifice. Good. Now bind it just as I showed you. Inquisitor, what an unexpected pleasure. Lord Livius Eramond of Virantium, at your service. You are no warden. But you are. The one Clarel let slip. And you found the Inquisitor and came to stop me. Shall we see how that goes?
I've already got a head
It
start.
looks like you've already done some of my work for me.
What, him? We simply needed his blood. Oh, were you hoping to garner sympathy? Maybe make the Wardens feel a bit of remorse? Wardens, hands up! Hands down. Corypheus has taken their minds. They did this to themselves. You see, the calling had the Wardens terrified. They looked everywhere for help. Even to Vinter? Yes, and since it was my master who put the calling into their little heads, we in the Venatori were prepared. I went to Clarel full of sympathy, and together we came up with a plan. Raise a demon army, march into the deep roads, and kill the old gods before they wake.
Oh, that demon army.
Ah, I was wondering when the demon army would show up.
You knew about it, did you? Well then, here you are. Sadly for the Wardens, the binding ritual I taught their mages has a side effect. They're now my master's slaves. This was a test. Once the rest of the Wardens complete the ritual, the army will conquer Thedas.
So Corypheus influenced the Wardens and made them do this ritual?
Made them? No! Everything you see here, the blood sacrifices to bind the demons, the Wardens did it of their own free will. Fear is a very good motivator, and they were very afraid. You should have seen Clarel agonize over the decision. Burdens of command, I suppose.
Why would the Wardens try to kill the old gods?
A blight happens when dark spawn find an old god and corrupt it into an archdemon. If someone fought through the deep roads and killed the old gods before they could be corrupted... Poof. No more blights, ever. The Wardens sacrificed their lives and saved the world. Although I fear history will remember them a little differently now.
That's an extreme move for any organization.
Why would Clarel risk using demons?
Demons need no food, no rest, no healing. Once bound, they will never retreat, never question orders. They are the perfect army to fight through the deep roads. Or across Olay. Now they are bound to my master.
What's in it for you?
Do you really want to see the world fall to the Blight? What do you get out of this?
The Elder One commands the Blight. He is not commanded by it, like the mindless Darkspawn. The Blight is not unstoppable or uncontrollable. It is simply a tool.
No, Livius, you're the tool.
As for me, while the Elder One rules from the Golden City, we, the Venatori, will be his god-kings here in the world.
You're dead.
That's all I needed to know.
Oh, please. The Elder One showed me how to deal with you, in the event you were foolish enough to interfere again. That mark you bear, the anchor that lets you pass safely through the veil, you stole that from my master. He's been forced to seek other ways to access the veil. When I bring him your head, his gratitude will be... Ah!
That shut him up.
Kill them!
You were correct. Through their ritual, the mages are slaves to Corypheus.
And the Warden warriors? Sacrificed? I knew the Wardens would go too far.
Oh, seriously, how could they do this?
Human sacrifice? Demon summoning? Who looks at this and thinks it's a good idea?
The fearful and the foolish.
The Wardens were wrong, Hawk, but they had their reasons.
All blood mages do. Everyone has a story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. And it never matters. In the end, you are always alone with your actions.
I believe I know where the Wardens are, Your Worship. Erimond fled in that direction. There's an abandoned Warden fortress that way. Adamant.
Good thinking.
The Warden and I will scout out Adamant and confirm that the other Wardens are there. We'll meet you back at Skyhold.
It's a good idea in fantasy. Good idea in theory. In practice, it doesn't work out so well. I can't call my horse. Why? Yay!
This might be a decent place for a spot of camping.
Inquisitor.
Visitors? Thank the Maker. It's been so long since I've spoken to anyone. Have you come to observe the wildlife too?
I think I found your supplies. A dead man out in the desert had these on him.
Dead? Blessed Andraste. What about Marcus or Jeannette? This is terrible news. I am Frederic of Serrault, foremost researcher of draconology in Orlais. I came here with an expedition from the university. But the others are all missing, and our work has been halted. White Claw raiders have made off with much of our supplies. You will help me reclaim the equipment, will you not? You will champion the advancement of science.
I have the supplies you were waiting for right here.
But... oh, some of our equipment is still missing. If you happen to find more of it, please let me know.
We'll have to speak some other time.
More death root. Let's collect all the death root. Could you stop with that? His name is Dorian. Dorian.
The end must be nearby.
If he wants to be a posh idiot, let him. It's hurting no one. Yeah, he's upper class, but he clearly hates his position. Okay, time to head back. To Skyhold and make some preps. What's going on here?
From here. The funniest thing I've seen in years.
Ah, come on, Krim. I'm working my ass off trying to get you to see that move.
You still got plenty of arse left, Chief. Your worship.
Glad you came by. I got a letter from my contacts in the Ben Hasrath. Already verified it with Red.
You want to discuss this alone?
Not like I was hiding it from my boys. Besides, right now, I need to hit something.
You know they've got training dummies, Chief.
The training dummy might actually defend itself against the shield bash. Anyway, the Ben Hasrath letter.
What did the letter say?
The Ben Hasrath have been reading my reports. They don't like Corypheus or his Venatori. And they really don't like Red Lyrium. They're ready to work with us. With you, boss. The Qunari and the Inquisition, joining forces.
That could be a powerful alliance.
My people have never made a full-blown alliance with a foreign power before. This would be a big step. They found a massive red lyrium shipping operation out on the coast.
They wanted us to hit it together. Talked about bringing in one of their dreadnoughts. Always wanted to see one of those big warships in action.
Did you see that? Go get some water. They're worried about tipping the smugglers, so no army. My chargers, you, maybe some backup.
What does this alliance really get us?
They wouldn't use the word alliance if they didn't mean it. Naval power. More Ben Hasrath reports. Kunari soldiers pointed at the Venatori. It could do a lot of good.
You don't seem entirely happy about this.
No, I'm good. It's... I'm used to them being over there. It's been a while.
I thought Kunari wanted to extend their reach to the whole world.
Yeah. Just didn't think I'd see it. Look, the Qun answers a lot of questions. It's a good life for a lot of people. But it's a big change, and a lot of folks here wouldn't do so well under that kind of life. I guess it's not like we're converting. This is just us joining forces against Corypheus. On that front, I think we're good.
I think the Inquisition could use some help from the Kunari.
Good. I'll pass on word to Cullen and Red. We can set up the meeting whenever you're ready.
Keep trying to get him to talk.
Hey, boss. How are you?
See you later, Bo.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
Perhaps the Maker set these events in motion so long ago, we can no longer see his hand in them.
It would be fitting if that were true. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
It looks strange, but it hasn't done me harm.
If it did come from Corypheus, that's a small mercy.
I guess.
I tracked that Venatori mage back to Alcatraz. They're looking... Are you all right, Leliana? Are you? I suppose not. Haven was trying. The city has agreed to send us 6 guardsmen.
Not raw recruits. With luck, they'll know which end to grip a sword by. Inquisitor.
I'm gonna end the stream there. I need to take a break. But we got some decent story progression, so that's the thing. Anyway, if you liked it, leave a like. If you want to subscribe, I don't care. See ya.